Hello and welcome. Welcome to Drakenmemoria. And what is tonight? Well, it's Wednesdays tonight, so it's the live campaign. Sorry, if you wanted to have the rebroadcasts, we gotta have the live campaign before we have the rebroadcasts. So. Hold on, I'm looking for the sound.
Now you get to have your live cam, boys.
Well, live except one. We got one player who is, once again doing the decent thing and spending time with families and friends at a wedding. Another player with his priorities out of whack.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me.
Yeah. What is love? It's a question that has been asked throughout the ages.
In the dictionary, love is defined as... By the way, any future writers of essays, never start your essay with a dictionary definition.
Well, unless your goal is to make fun of someone who is starting with a dictionary definition.
Unless it's satire.
Yeah.
Although, honestly, if you're doing it for satirical reasons as instead, I'm not even necessarily sure I'd do it then. It's like, because even making fun of that opening is kind of old hat.
Well, then in that case, twist.
At least, at the very least, quote a different dictionary, like Urban Dictionary defines love as...
No, go nuts completely. Define love as the Klingon defines it. Since
just randomly start your speech in Klingon. It's like give them no context, and
especially for them, it's considered good luck to break your clavicle while you're having your first intimate moment with your partner. So
the clavicle. Damn, that's rough.
That's how you know it's love.
Yeah. Yeah, they did make fun of that at during one episode in Deep Space Nine, where because they keep arriving and they're completely bruised, and then one person eventually says, "Why are you doing this so harshly?" And then the doctor says, "Well, in this culture and that culture, it's considered good luck to break your clavicle during intimacy." Damn.
Such a rough bone to heal.
Well, it's Star Trek. They have better ways of making your bone heal.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Like, as long as a particular bone keeps working.
If you can still scream, it's good. So for legal purpose, it's only acceptable to do this if you're role-playing Star Trek in a game, not live action and not with your human partner.
Or at the very least, make sure that they have signed a legally binding consent form.
Is there a country somewhere in the world that will consider that to be valid? All right, so as I mentioned earlier, tonight is the live D&D campaign, not a live Star Trek campaign. So let's get to that. Alright, for the publicity, if you like the thunderstorm in the background, that's was ambient mixer. If you like the world map, that's Dungeon Draft. If you like No, Wonder Draft, sorry, for the world map. If you like the dungeons or battle map, that's can Dungeon Alchemist, and if you like the town maps, that's Canvas of Kings. Here we go. We got everything. We're ready to start. So, what happened last episode?
Life.
Yeah,
Sabotage.
yeah. I'm
Not
waiting
these
for a
two
third
words.
one. This always comes in threes. Sam, you're supposed to bring the third one.
He wasn't there.
Well, he was in the beginning.
Yeah.
Life.
He was there
Sabotage.
physically. I don't think he
absenteeism.
was. He
There.
was there in a fever dream.
Like, what did I do that night?
Well, no. We have
Who
proof
did I do that night?
we have proof that Sam is not a paladin, only audience. So, the party made their plans for a preemptive strike on those besieging their fort. Many options were considered, and a plan was eventually made to blow up the enemy's war machine by sabotaging their incendiary device. Confident of their plan, half of the party ventured into the conjured fog obscuring the field around the fort, and the other half stayed behind to guard their base. Keeping with tradition, however, Plan A lasted less than a few moments, and an improvised plan became the solution. Meanwhile, the enemy had also made plans to attack the base. And that is where we.
And luckily, their plan A didn't work out. So,
Well,
tit for tat.
that's actually true also, because just as they started attacking, Jorg cast firewall around the exiled, preventing the invaders from rushing the poor exiled and doing whatever they wanted. So they had to resort to Plan B. Yeah, that's what I forgot to open.
Plan B, they chose violence.
More or less.
I think violence was still a pretty big part of Plan A.
Well, there's a difference between, Super Smash Brothers Melee and X Gun Give It To You.
So, they all rushed toward the exile, and suddenly flame erupted from everywhere. And Jorg changed into a mouse and ran into the storage room, so it would be really hard to find him. Leaving audience and your two friends to deal with them. So it becomes obvious that the outside of the wall needs to be looked over. So, audience, you saw all of this happen. You saw all of those little projectile just being thrown up, little small balls that once they hit the ground, two-person appeared out of the explosion of these little balls, and the battle map turned into this.
Okay.
They rushed toward the center, the flame wall appeared, and now they are all looking at one another, trying to figure out what they do. You have just enough time to, well, probably. So there's them moving. You react. George makes the wall, goes down. All right. So as you probably are making your way toward the lower part of the down the walls, unless you want to try and jump 40 feet.
I'm fine, so I should just move.
So, Up to you.
So I can just. Oh, am I muted? No. Okay. Yeah, I can just fly down.
Okay. So, open your wings, you glide down, and you
What
find...
type of people are these?
Mostly humans, you think? Humans or half humans, you're not sure, but humans, they all wear clothes which make you feel like rogue type, either assassins, ninja, that type of things. Especially since they all appeared out of a little puffs of smoke, so
Okay.
they don't look hyper equipped. They were equipped for something quick. Get in, do something, get out. But
let's make it quick then. All right, we're gonna start off with my breath weapon. Fly down, do a little show of force. I am going to hit. It's my best lineup here. I can honestly go through the wall. I could go like 1, 2, 1, 2, because it's 5 feet. So I could go 1, 2, 3, or I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe there. If I go to F8 or F9.
F8.
Yeah.
Alright.
F9. Go to F9.
Okay. Okay. And from there?
And then go hit. I can hit both because they're right in front of me, so I can hit both G9, 10, and then angle it, so I'm hitting also 11, 12. Or sorry, the one at G12.
Okay, so the four
I14.
Yeah.
Let's see,
All right.
I14.
Those four there.
And then I don't know if I could angle it. I don't know if you have like a rule. I don't know if I could also hit the one at J14. But
not with the angle that you're describing me. You can hit 5, but not 6.
sure, I'll hit 5. That's fine.
So J and F 9 and 10,
These.
J12,
Yes.
H14, and I14.
We will hit them 4. I can have them all make a DC. I think it went up. Is it DC 14 now? Because that went up, or is it DC 15? What does it say right now? It says, I'm just looking at what my other breath weapon says on my sheet. DC 15.
DC 15 dexterity?
Yeah, DC 15 dexterity.
Dexterity, so that's a fail, that's a fail. That's one success, that's one fail, that's one fail. 14, that's a fail. And one succeeded, all of the other failed.
Okay. 6. 2. Yeah, because that's 2, 3, 4. Okay. They're gonna take. Ooh, that's some good rolls. 65 damage or 32 if they failed.
Okay.
30. Yeah, 30. No, you round up, right? 33 if they failed.
All but one survived.
Down, 32.
The one that succeeded did not die. The others fried in place. So you swoop down and you just... And you see them all, but unfortunately one of them partially dodged it, and he survives because of that.
Alright. Yeah, that's my turn. Let's see if this comes back.
Let's just roll initiative to see in which order I have to do this.
Okay. Oop, it comes back. I got my breath weapon back.
Nice.
My initiative is a 15.
Hey, there it is. So your initiative is 15. Their initiative is... And her initiative is... Okay. Alright, so... You see 4 of them fall to the ground, screaming, partially vaporizing. Last one is severely injured. Yeah, severely injured. You know, at that point, the survivor, you're looking at him, it feels like it would be a mercy killing at that point. Unless magic is used, he's gonna have to live the rest of his life with 3rd-degree burn scars. You know, it's...
Yep, on initiative.
Alright, so, as they all live to the surprise of that, and seeing that bright being fly above them and blast them with energy, you look, there's a little sense of panic, and they all look toward one of them, and one of them just shouts to the others, "This doesn't change anything, we just have to make the circle larger. Make sure it works." And they all reposition themselves because their initiative is 21.
What are they up to?
I don't know. We'll see if
Maybe they're trying to teleport him.
They're making a circle. That means I need to kill enough that they can't make a circle.
Make a perception roll, audience, just to see if you realize what they're doing.
Sure.
Like, you hear gentle mutterings under their breaths.
That's
I love you.
That's
you
an
love
18.
me.
That's an 18.
18, alright. You're not sure exactly what they're doing, but you do notice one thing. You see them plant large, maybe 1 foot long spike in the ground, 4 of them. And they take position around them. And you're going to run there because you want to help that.
Do any of them end their turn within 10 feet of the firewall?
10 feet. It's 10 feet? I thought it was 5 feet.
It's 10 feet out.
10 feet out. That's a corner. That's a difficult one to know. Let's go with this. All right. So they reposition themselves like this. No, they don't want to die screaming.
Okay, so they're far enough.
And you're still flying, audience, or?
Yeah, I can still be flying.
Well, that's a question. Are you still flying, or are you on the ground? Because it changes what weapons.
No,
can
I'm still flying.
Okay.
I did not need to go down to use my breath weapon.
Okay. In that case, 3 of them are gonna try and attack you. Well, unless I roll a natural 20, they're not gonna hit you. So. Ah, damn, so close. 18. Then that makes a... With the dart... No, that makes it 24. Damn,
24 still doesn't. Yeah.
No. But it's enough for you to be aware that you're under attack by little itty bitty darts thrown at you.
Okay.
And your turn comes at the same time as Azidra, who is still inside of one of the towers, so she runs down. And
Shoot him. I'll point to the poles. I'll be like, take out the poles. I don't know what they're trying to do.
Well, Azidra had to climb down the tower. Isalna is still on the towers because she is making sure that no one else comes into the base. But you have a feeling that she heard you. So you will get reinforcement next turn. So for this turn, you are still alone in front of all of them.
That's fine. Audience is going to use his breath weapon again. But this time he's going to fly up to 12. C D12.
D12. Alright.
Yeah. D12. And then I'm going to make a line through, I believe, all of those guys. Or I might have to go one more. 1, 2, 3, 4. I might not be able to hit the one at G7. 1, 2.
Oh, okay, a line in that direction. I wasn't looking in the right direction.
No, actually, I think I'll skip hitting the one. I think I'll skip hitting the one at what's it? F10.
Okay,
And hit all the others. Hit these 5.
that's okay.
F10 can.
F10 is the one that is badly burned.
Yeah, you can stay for the moment.
You can boil
You can
alive.
watch. Same thing, DC 15 for those 5.
First one is a success. Second one is a success. That's a fail. That's a failure. That's a critical failure. That is 15 exactly. Alright, 2 of them failed and the rest succeed. So 2, it was those 2. Alright. How much damage?
It is. Not quite as good a roll this time. Only 44, 22 on half.
Well, 44 is enough for those who didn't save. .44 is exactly what you need to do to kill one if he doesn't save.
And then I think audience would actually land in front, use the rest of his movement and go, and now he would land, and he'd land at G... No, not G, H... H15 facing those guys, so they'll have to roll to see if they're charmed next turn.
J15. Alright.
Oh, gotta roll my con save. Nope. All right. My breath is done for the day.
Oh.
That's okay. I got it on both 14 and 18. I did not succeed the 22 DC check to get it back. So.
Well, you know, if you take a short rest, you will get a chance to do it again, to take another save. But when the DC is that high, that doesn't always help.
No.
All right.
It's okay. I'm using the rest of my spells. I'm hoping we don't have any more combats today. I was already kind of low on spells.
It's okay.
One.
All right. So, goes back to the top of the initiative. With...
not sorry. It wasn't down that.
Oh, okay.
It was I'm landed. It's H15.
H15. Okay.
2 up.
H15. All right. So it goes back to the top of the initiative with them. You see them all concentrating on what they're doing right now.
Oh, did my breath weapon take out one of the poles, by the way, or no?
That's an interesting question. It did not destroy it. However, those using it will not be able to try and activate it this turn. So they'll get 3 points out of the 4 that they need. So long as you keep that containment unactive, whatever is supposed to happen will not happen.
Okay. When these guys go to activate it, I'd say the ones also at the top right would need to make a DC 15 con save, or they will be charmed and probably also would not be able to activate those.
Alright. So that's a 16 on the dice. That's a 10 on the dice. That's not enough. And that is a 15 on the dice. So they have at least one who is not charmed, so they can try and...
Yeah, he can try and activate it.
So you see them speak a command word, do a little draw a little rune on top of the stake being driven in the ground, and the one in front of you lights up. The one with the group that is below you lights up, and the one diagonally, you can't see it, but Azita sees it lighting up. Those who took the massive amount of damage couldn't start the spell element of this, so theirs did not activate. Which means, alright, this one's gonna move to so that he can actually seize you. This one is gonna move there. One activated it, so this one's gonna try, and they have at least 2, so alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 are gonna try and attack you, audience, with darts, and one's gonna try and attack you with his sword. Short sword. No, dagger. The rogue's dagger. Why? Sorry. Alright, that's a 12. That's not enough. That is 15. That's not enough. That's 13, that's not enough. Hey, we got a natural 20.
No.
That's 13, that's not enough. That's 24, that's not enough. And the last one is right in front of you, so he's gonna try and stab you with 21. So you get hit once by a dart.
Okay. I will take the dart.
With the amount of damage, that's probably... Technically, I'd say it probably didn't even hit you. It just made you lose point because you had to react too quickly to dodge it. You saw it arriving, it was arriving right at you, and you jerk your face like this. Ah! You know, you moved too fast. You sort of felt it in one muscle there. Ah! Damn it!
How much am I taking?
You are taking 10 points of piercing damage.
That would make sense because it did not quite break my temp HP.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did.
Oh!
I got 1 point of temp HP.
Oh,
left.
we got sneak attack. I forgot about sneak attack.
You do get sneak attack.
They're rogues. You get 1 sneak attack per day. Not per day, but...
Okay.
Oh wow, 1 per day.
Damn,
That's
that's rough.
that's not good.
They must be assassins.
Yeah.
Alright.
Talk
Alright.
about performance issues.
I was gonna say, I was like, that felt low for what a sneak attack.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's rolled dice, so that means sneak attack also is increased by the critical. Oh, okay.
It should be an extra of 46. Yeah, 40.
4d6, and that's a critical strike also, so come on, light up. Alright. So
Yeah,
that's...
I should be getting hit by 46 more damage. I don't actually know if I have any other variable effect spells. I have this one, I guess.
Okay. The grand total is 35.
35, okay. I will take more off. That was plus 11, so 24. Okay.
Where did my dice go? There it is. I lost the d6. Here it is. Alright. That's their turn.
Alright.
You and Azidra go simultaneously. You see her coming out on... No, you can't see her because of the firewall. Never mind. So
Yeah, I don't know where she is.
you just hear someone go, ah! She's doing
Audience
something.
would take an attack of opportunity to at least see if the other pole was being taken care of by her. So I'd fly up a bit.
Okay. Well, then in that case, he does try to take...
my 1 attack of opportunity.
That can only hit if he rolls a natural 20. And it's a...
Yeah.
Ah, damn. You know, I rolled a 14, but the 20 is just under it. Almost.
What does the battle map look like when I fly up? Do I see this pole being taken?
Azidra took care of 2 rogues on the other side. One is... whoops, I shouldn't... One is dead. The other one is on the ground with his hands in front like this, almost dead.
Okay.
Um,
Audience would fly over to these 2 then, so they can't activate the ones where he used his breath weapon. The ones at 6 and 7, H6 and 7,
Okay.
so they couldn't. Hopefully, he can kill them, so they can't activate them.
Okay.
And I will attack those guys. Does a dirty 20 hit?
Yes.
Okay, let's use this spell. 15 plus 3d8.
So you fly to where?
22. Oh no, wait, I should have done one more d8. 22. Sure, 23.
You fly to where?
I'm flying to G7, where the pole that hasn't been activated is.
Okay, G7. There you go. So you're there. That's. Oh yeah, that's right. Flying speed. Sorry.
Yeah.
You have greater than 30 in flying speed. Good. All right. Easy enough to do. All right. So you hit
6.
one for 22.
23, which I think if you said their HP was 44, I think it will die with that plus the 22 it already.
Yes, it is at -1.
And
so
then I will hit
both of them are that. So which one do you kill first?
I killed the one on the right first. Now I'm gonna hopefully left.
Okay.
If I can hit him. Also, not a great roll, but 7s are all I need to hit them. So. Plus this 8. Yeah, that'll do it. 25 plus 8 is enough. 33.
Yes, it is enough. I confirm. All right.
And I kill the other one over there, so.
Okay.
And then I will kind of stand in front of the pole and not let anyone try and activate it.
Okay. So we go back to the top of the initiative with them. You're on the other side, so he's gonna move here, try and get something from her. He's gonna go there. This one's gonna try and assist. They're gonna try and hurt you, audience. Alright. Oh man, they gotta complete the square, otherwise it's not gonna work. Alright. So, first of all, we see how a Zedra does a Zedra get hit. I don't know, it's probably lucky in some way, but not for them to hit. I rolled 5, 5, 5.
Would they have hit if they'd rolled a 15?
No.
Maybe. She's not as well armored as all of you. They might have. Do you want me to give them plus 10?
No, it's okay. No, I was just joking because all of those together equals 15. No, they're okay.
They all have short sword mastery, so they sacrifice +5 to give +5 damage to. No, they sacrifice 5 damage to have +10 to hit. Alright, they don't hit. And one is gonna try to attack you, audience, with a short sword. That's a 23 to hit. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna try and hit you.
5 bows or darts.
Darts. Is 25 enough to hit?
No.
Damn. So they really can only hit you with a natural 20. So that's 3 fail. Almost. 22. And 3. No. Almost. You know, the dart, you saw it coming, but I just went that wide. Alright. Well, they're doing their best, but they can't hit you.
Alright. Cedra can do her thing. I'll do my thing.
Yeah. You know, you just look at her. Come on, girl, do your thing. Yeah.
I think this one in front of me is the one that needs to be put out of its misery.
Yes,
But
he does.
I actually think it's better though. have a level 3 left? I do have a level 3 left. I have 1 level 3 left. I think I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians. Yeah. So I have Spirit Guardians up.
Hold on, I need a little reminder. Spirit Guardian.
Their speed is halved, and effective creature speed is halved after for the time, and on a turn or starts its turn there. It must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 3d8 radiant damage.
Fit around you. I had something else in mind. Okay. I had another spell in mind.
So basically, if they come in to try and open this, for every turn they start their turn, they're going to take 3d8.
What spell did I have in mind?
Or when they enter it. So.
Yeah.
And that is audience action. So I think that is all I can do.
So basically, the two person that are in front of you right now will have to make a save.
The two people in front of me will have to make a save, and also any of them entering it on their turn will also have to make a save. So if they come into the 15-foot area as well, and their speed will be halved.
And do we have confirmation that you are a good person? They look like angelic or fae? They look angelic?
They do look angelic.
Okay.
They are not necrotic damage.
They could be neutral.
I don't know what that would be.
Yeah.
15-foot zone amount around me, so it's 5, 10, 15. So not too bad.
15-foot zone around you. I can try and place the circle. To a distance of 15 foot. So you're the center here. That's 10 foot. That's almost. That's 15 foot. Well, you don't realize it, but the exiled at the center of the map sees the wall of fleeting creature just in front of him.
Yeah. I'll roll that damage for you. Let's see. It's gonna be on their turn, because their turn comes next anyway. It's going to be 15 points of damage. The two in it are going to take 15 points, and anyone entering it is going to also take 15 points of damage.
All right. Well, the one that was agonizing dies, eaten by those little by those little angelic creatures. You know, you see all of those creatures, and there's a part of you that feels reassured because, you know, you've been having doubts with your god, but at least the fake creature recognize that you're good. So they appear as a little angel creature, and you just see them all pile into one of them, and just like a group of gremlins just jumping that poor creature and bringing it to the ground and eating it alive.
Intense.
You see them all look up at the other one, and he just goes, ah!
Well, he's being swarmed too. He just has more HP.
Well, he's almost dead. Okay, so that's annoying. They need to leave one there. This one goes here. He's gonna try and do something. And this one's gonna try and... No, not the circle, the guy. He's gonna try and move away because he doesn't want to die like this. Well, they're all gonna try and hit you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another 6 attack! You get pelted by little darts again!
6 attacks.
So, we got 23, 15, 11. I feel like I'm giving the combination to win the lottery. 21, 8, 22, and 1, 2, 3, 4, one last one.
Is that not 6?
Well, the last dice didn't get it either.
Okay.
Yeah, 6. Alright, so you just get pelted by all of these little darts. You just raise your hand like this and... One of them hits your ribs, and instead of hurting, you just go, yeah.
It tickles.
It just hit that sweet spot right between 2 ribs. Well, they're
Sad.
well, yeah. Let's see. That's a disastrous. You know, they were almost able to do this, but you really isolated one point, and because of that, they lost another point with Azidra. Alright, so you fail, you succeed, you fail, you fail, you succeed. So I'm gonna reverse them so that I know which one is which. Okay, so that's a failure. That's a failure. And... Alright. So, when it comes to their turn... No, their turn has just ended. They just tried to attack you. So it's your turn again, and Azidra's turn.
Me and Azidra's turn, yeah. Alright. Audience is not going to let them off the hook. He is going to move forward.
So, yeah, two of them in front of you, you see them just raising their hand in front of them like this and starting to back off. They are scared. You broke their morale.
I'm gonna break
Where
it
are they
further.
gonna go with the gates closed?
That's
Yeah,
that's exactly why I was rolling, because they have nowhere to go. If they surrender, they know that it's up to your goodwill for them to stay alive. But
Well,
some of them were just too heavily demoralized by what happened.
I am gonna move forward a bit.
I mean, you know, if they recognize like how the spell works, then they at least know you have goodwill.
Yeah, that's true. The one
Or at least
at
neutral will.
that one at D10 is being beat because I think that way my circle covers all of them.
So D10, E11, G14, and M14 did not give up. Everyone else did. So C7,
Okay, the one at D10.
C7 gave up, F11 gave up, H14 gave up, and O7 gave up.
Okay, the one at D10's beaten. The one at
D10 succeeded its save, so he's...
Yeah. D10 is being hit.
Okay. So you move forward once.
D10 is being hit for.
Well, it's arguable for C7, but D10, E9, and F11 are getting hit if you move forward just once. Alright.
D10 has been hit for 24 damage on the first attack.
This one. Okay.
I'd have to move all the way up to D10 to hit him. I don't have ranged.
No. I'm just remembering who already got hit. So, okay. That's good.
Okay.
He starts screaming in pain as he falls to his knees because he lost 50% of his hit points, so he is officially injured, bleeding, with little angelic creature eating him out.
Does a 19 hit?
What? 19?
Does a 19 hit? Yeah.
Oh, you get all... Okay. Sorry, I thought you were just moving once so that the angelic creature... You move
No.
all the way
Oh,
to him.
no.
Okay.
No, I'm smacking him with my sword.
Okay, so essentially everyone gets hit in this. Okay. What did you say that your attack was?
My 19.
19 is enough. Yeah.
He is going to be hit for. Less. Pretty sure this is going to kill him, but it's a really low roll. 14 plus 15. He's going to be hit for another 29.
Yeah. And the save DC was for all of your creature.
There is no save.
It's a wisdom save.
Oh, for
Wisdom
for
saving
the,
throw. Spirit Guardian.
for that. I don't think that happens till their turn though.
Oh. The number of creature the enters the after start on the turn or start its turn. Oh, okay.
I think
okay.
Yeah,
You're
walk
right. You're right.
in
But
or-
on their turn. On their turn.
Yeah, it would. Be
In the
on
new
their
rules,
turn.
it's different, but yeah, old rules, they only take damage when they enter it for the first time on a turn or start their turn there.
All right. Yes, you're absolutely right. 22 and 29 is enough to kill that person. All right.
It's a 16, by the way, on the wisdom save. I think.
16. All right. I'm not gonna throw it away, but I know the result of that. All right, so Zedra has no mercy for him, so she kills him, and she takes out his stake in the ground. She looks at the last person who succeeded his save, and
Would Azedra be the person to show mercy? I don't.
she's not evil, but she is hard. Isalna may show mercy, but Azedra, you don't get the feeling that she is the mercy kind of person, unless it's mercy killing.
Well, at this point, that's all this is. Yeah, so these three gotta make a DC 15 on their turn, even if I want them to surrender. They have to, because they're in my aura.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, I kept the roll, which means it's a... 5, 10, and 13. So
Oh boy. Okay, well,
so
they're all gonna take another 10 radiant.
he
That
gets.
might kill the guy at the
Oh
top.
man. No, it doesn't. But he's there. You know, you see him fall to the ground screaming, his hand just extending above the massive creature, pulling him apart. He's got 1 hit point. You know, it's kind of gruesome because you see the blood pouring out and just having these little explosion of blood as they're tearing into him. But because they're not physical, the blood splatter doesn't stay on them. It just goes right through them. So they keep their angelic white appearance as they're devouring and pulling him apart. As for the others, well, let's see. So he stays willing to fight. He stays willing to fight. Alright, well, the courageous one. And the last one doesn't want to fight anymore. Alright. So, there are 2 courageous ones still there. But they are moving away. He is moving away. They recognize that they lost this, so... It's desperate. I'm gonna roll it. No, he's not that desperate, so he's not gonna try it. They're trying to move away. So, yeah. This one panics and tries to go away. This one panics and tries to go away. This one drags himself outside of the area of effect of your little creature. Zedra makes the slow walk toward the other one who's just there with a stake looking at her, and she's just menacingly staring him down as she's arriving. So one of them is going to try to attack you, audience, with a dart, and it's a grand total of 14. Oh, Zedra got a natural 20. So she actually takes a damage.
Oh no, they pissed her off. They shouldn't have done that. They were so close.
Now I have another dice. Come on, here you go. I know you're back. Here you go. Well, I think he hit her half-heartedly because it was 1-1 on the... Okay. That's 15. That's the equivalent of 6, so I don't have to worry about those. And this is what we got. So... Alright, she just got hit for 33 points of damage.
Ow.
And it's your turns again.
Alright. Which was the one that hit her?
The one that's just at the edge of your vision of sight. You know, you can sort of see him. He's at M14. So he's just there, and
I assume she'll deal with him. Which one shot me?
You can read his reaction. You know, he didn't believe he was gonna hit her. He just, whoosh, and you see his face go. The one that shot you, audience, is at I-17.
Okay, that's where audience is going.
Okay.
He's going to I-16.
All right. Go, go, go.
And I'm gonna hit 4. That'll hit. That'll hit. He in total will take 10, 24, 34, 37. He will take 37 damage.
Okay, it's not enough to kill him on that first hit. But you see all of your little flittering angelic bugs starting to swarm around him, slowly closing in the circle.
That's audience's turn. That was both. That was both attacks. I just rolled damage for both.
Okay, so we're gonna put them back to their normal state. Alright, so
On their turn, those 3 will have to make DC 16 saving.
Azidra gets close to the other one. She... it's not a critical strike. Okay, she hits him with... Where's that? No, it's a D6.
3D. 15.
So that's 10, 20, 30, 35. She slams her short sword through his shoulder, and you hear him scream in pain. She just looks at him and kicks him inside of your bubble.
Oh. Okay. I guess that's 4 DC 16 saving throws then. On the start of their turn.
Which is now.
Which is now.
Okay. So she shoved him inside. He fell. And none of them succeeds. Oh no, one of them succeeds.
Alright. The one that succeeds takes 8. All the failures take 15. Sorry,
Alright.
7. No, yes. 7? 8? 7.
So the one who just got shoved inside falls, and you just hear him. The first hit made him scream as he 38, I said. So he's got 6 hit points left. He failed. So you just see him fall and have a moment of he looks at her and raises his hand, and you see all of your little beasts, and you just see this large pool of blood piling under.
Yeah, I think the guy I hit is also dead, unless he succeeded.
Yeah. So
think
there's
they're
only
both
one
dead.
left that's still... Well, I'm gonna roll if he still wants to fight.
He did take, I think, another... Either took, 7, 8 damage. I don't know. If if he succeeded or 15 if he failed. All of them got to be pretty low at this point.
He failed. He failed. So yeah, he is. You see him being torn apart slowly. You see blood starting to pour from his face, from his hands. Is this? Come on, please stop.
I mean, they gotta stop attacking us. It's on them.
Well, that was his turn, and the three others, they just want to try and leave. Two of them are frantically trying to find the exit to get to some tower somewhere. One of them is just curled up in a little ball in the corner, trying to not to attract attention.
Is that B6, the one that was at 1 HP? Yes. He's just been curled up in that corner.
He's badly burned. He's been half eaten by your creatures.
It's so unfortunate that in that same dark corner there seems to be a peaceful bench he can rest his head. No, I'm kidding.
Well, he's close to the door. You did tell him to go close to the door, so
hungry.
All right, he's panicking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not a 0, so 1, 2, 3, 4. That's stupid. He's not gonna go in your direction. A D5, a D4. He tries to crawl away. All right. So it's your turn. You have a choice.
Is this one in front of me? This one in front of me is giving up or not giving up?
He's begging you to stop. He's not
begging
me
to stop.
Yes. He's got a hand in front of him, and you see blood pouring as your little beasts are just tearing him apart. Stop! Stop! Please!
Okay. Audience would stop his spell. My spell is stopped. And then I would leave him kind of on the ground. And I would go grab the other two before they could leave. I'd try and just grab them, so that's going to be an athletics roll.
Well, they're going to the tower where Antasia is.
Oh. I'm going to go try and save their lives before they reach the tower where Antasia is. To go grab them. I hope for their sake I succeed this next roll. That's a 21 to grab them.
Yeah, yes, that's what you grab one. Roll for the other one.
That's a 17.
Oh man. One you just managed to completely grab and immobilize. The other one is just too scared of you, and he starts running up those stairs.
All right, well, whatever happens to him happens to him. I'm gonna drag this other one over to the other guys. I'm just gonna tell them to stay.
All right.
I assume Azedra can deal with them if they decide not to stay.
Yeah, she's just there. She's watching them. It takes maybe a few minutes. And then you see Antasia coming down the tower with the guy who is mumbling. His eyes completely wide, unblinking. He's just... That's not possible. It can't end like this. just not. It's not. It's not. It's not. She looks at you for a brief moment and she says, I think I found one of your prisoner.
Yeah, he was running away. I tried to stop him, but he was too scared.
Ah, no. Now he's too scared. He wasn't scared before.
Alright, give me a second. Audience is gonna go and finish pulling up all the before he deals with his prisoners.
Okay.
Deactivating them.
Fortunately, you managed to prevent all 4 from being activated. So...
Jorg, you could probably drop the wall of fire now.
He's a mouse. All right. You succeeded in pushing them back. You find yourself watching them all. Jorg close to you. Azidra, armed crossed, just massaging that small wound on the right shoulder.
I also have a small wound. One dart got through.
Wes. Well, that's what you can expect from inexperienced people like them, to have small tools.
Got him.
Alright. I'll look at them. I'll be like,
one of them is mumbling. He just keeps mumbling.
I will not look at the mumbling one. I'll look at... Or the one who's burned beyond recognition. Huddled probably in a ball.
Right.
I'll look at one of the other ones who are hurt, but I think lesser. And all only lightly eaten by my creatures, I think the other two were.
They had a small snack. Just a few bites.
And I'll say, so what was the plan with the rods? I'll give you an intimidation. I mean, I think they're already
okay. I was gonna roll anyway, so now they roll with disadvantage if you roll a good intimidation.
17.
One of them looks at you defiantly, audience, and says, "You can go to hell," and then one of them just slaps him behind the head. You goddamn moron. We'll never tell. Shut up! You can shut up, I said! They won! You rolled a natural 20, so he was defiant against you, but the two others didn't. They got completely intimidated by just your presence. And the mad woman over there who just kicked an injured person inside of your aura.
Yeah.
The goal was to surround him, teleport him out. You can't do this from outside, but from inside it's possible using those beacons. We just needed to activate them. We just needed to activate it all four. To activate all four.
Okay. I'll look over at Antasi and be like, is there any way to prevent this in the future?
I'll reinforce the defenses tonight. I still have one or two spell that can reinforce everything out of this. I'm probably gonna have to wait for the two others to come back, otherwise they're gonna be trapped outside.
Who sent you? I'll say, turning back to them. Which one? Which faction do you work?
The defiant one just opens his mouth and another one just slaps him. Here you go.
Then you lean in closer. Where is she?
Where is she?
So.
Why did you say that name?
Which one is it? Here it is. One of them turns around his cloak, and you can see the image of a dagger piercing a hand. It's which Remy identified as a crime syndicate.
Okay, part of the crime syndicate. All right. I'll say, for what you know, is there any other plans, or was it the main plan that they were hoping would succeed right now to get inside?
Right now, everyone is trying to figure out if they can try something before everyone else gets their courage. And he says this with resentment. He says courage to make the main attack. So
Okay.
only the bold, only those who feel overly confident about their skills might attack today. I don't think you'll have a lot more problems, but we've got a group of mage that have gathered. I don't know why they're there. They haven't done a move. We have a single mage alone. He just stares all day.
Interesting. He's probably scrying. Question: have you seen any of, and I'll draw out for them, both the Hunter Cult and Show My Symbol? Have you seen either of these two groups out there? I haven't been able to identify either of them among the main groups, but they might be being more cautious.
One of them says, I've seen that one, and he points toward the Hunter Cult. They're amassing a small group, maybe a mile out. If they want to attack, it's probably going to be at night, or they're going to wait tomorrow. But to be quite honest, they keep telling everyone that they're hunters, but they're more scavengers. I don't think they're going to attack first.
Okay.
I think you're going to have to worry about them if one of your walls gets breached.
Makes sense. Any other groups you know that were looking to maybe attack today? Or was your group one of the last?
Not on our side, but I can't speak about the other sides. To the north, there was rumors that one of the warlords was about to send a major attack. His goal was to concentrate on your towers.
I believe that might have been the catapults.
There were priests to the east. They seem to have been preparing something, and he looks at the huge hole in the ground next to them, but I think they already tried.
Yeah.
We were to the west. I don't know about the south. Maybe they're going to try something. Maybe they already did. I don't know. They were fiddling with explosives.
Okay. Well, we appreciate the information. I'm going to look over at Antasi and be like, do you care if we release them? I don't really care about 4 scraps of meat. And them going back in the state they are, audience kind of gives them a glance, sends its own kind of message.
She closes her eyes for a moment. No, I think you can send them out if you want.
Alright. It's your lucky day, gentlemen. I hope I don't see your face again. I will not be so kind.
Well, I hope you don't take it personally, but same to you.
Alright, I'll let them out the gate.
3 of them leaves with their head down, feeling ashamed, and the last one just keeps staring wide eyes in front of him. That's not possible. It can't end like this.
Alright, well, he's someone else's problem now.
You have Antasia looking at you when you let them go, and the one that's staring into nothingness is, I wish he could have told me what he saw. I showed him a possible future. I let him see 6 months in advance. Guess something bad's gonna happen. Well, could happen.
You just see him look back at me and hold up one finger. No, okay. This.
He saw
Who
a
knows?
future where the ruler of the lands was a celebrity bard. It's like with otherwise no qualifications for rule.
And he was wearing flamboyant feathers.
Well, guess we'll never know. Actually, wouldn't you know? You would be able to read his mind.
Well, it's really difficult when the only thing that he says is, no, no, don't, stop, no, 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 stop.
Fair enough. Well, it appears we've survived our other attack. Kind of look out. I hope the other 2 are doing well. I haven't heard from them for a bit.
And at that very moment, I believe that you decided to all come back inside flying. Remy and Fisher?
No, Raimi was doing it via the ground.
You're gonna knock on the door so they let you in. Ding, ding, ding.
Well, the gate was open.
Like,
They could just see the gate was open at the moment. We just let him.
Like at the very least, well, no, at the very least, he's getting there by ground so that because unless he wants to burn another spell slot to turn invisible, the light that his wings give off is a very obvious target. So.
But audiences, yeah, it does have a point. When you arrive, you see 4 people leaving, heads down, with one of them mumbling. You sort of have that moment of, huh? Oh, door's open.
Just like shrugs and then just starts walking in.
As you see,
take care of the catapults.
Like Raimi gives a thumbs up, and in the back of his mind, it's like, I wonder if they, like, well, hopefully they don't trigger any of the web traps at the entrance.
You see the group of 4. Ah! But we said everything.
They'll figure it out.
as you all enter.
We're sticky
Where's-
everywhere.
As you enter,
Where's
you
Fisher?
you see to the right of you that there's a strange chair that is oddly comfortable looking, just as the 4 rogues pass. Come on, sit.
I was already flying to escape, so I probably would have just flown back in over the wall.
So as you greet Remy entering the castle, where's Fisher? He just lands behind you.
We had a small assault from the thieves, or the thieves kind of guild you showed me about, Remy, the one with the dagger through the hand, but they were trying to teleport the guy out through poles, but we were able to stop it.
Bunch of bitches.
Nice.
They said that there was no one else. It seems like all the attacks that they knew about at least have already happened. They were the last ones, so unless someone else does something unexpected, we might be good for the day.
Good to know. You believe them?
They weren't in a position where I think they were gonna lie. One of them might have, but he kept being slapped by his friend.
I'll never tell you anything, copper.
All right.
Well, yeah, we got, or well, I assume we got. Well, I guess we'll have to see if the sabotage pays off for the other catapult, or catapults.
It doesn't take long before you sort of have your confirmation, because it would have been maybe 5 or 10 minutes after, and nothing happens. It stays silent, stays quiet. You hear in the distance some mumbling, some screaming. You see a piece of wood just going. Yeah, I think that's the basket. The catapult.
Well, I guess the only thing left would be the siege tower.
Which, as you're all looking outwards and well, the last thing we need, the last problem is the siege tower. You ask Jorg if he's done. Yeah, he's done. And then you hear Antasia from the towers. Yeah, he's done. It's a good thing I didn't forget about the second half of that plan.
I would hope you didn't.
So, the siege tower, after a few minutes, you hear a huge crumbling and something tilting made out of wood. And well, originally, Remy was supposed to hide the dugout part, but Antasia was there for the plan, so she remembered she had to do this right now. So at least you included her in your plan. You prevented a problem. So,
Honestly, not gonna lie, only really reason I didn't do it is because I thought we'd kind of already taken care of the tower.
Actually, Jorg was supposed to dig a trench in front of it, and you were supposed to apply an illusion over it, 15 feet wide.
No, I remember the plan.
Okay.
The problem is that I thought the tower had already been taken care of.
Oh, no, that was the last one moving.
Because I thought something had happened to the tower just before we started working on the catapults.
No.
No. So it's an honest mistake. Remy really did think that. Wait, what does she mean?
I was
Oh.
thinking about taking out the tower. Then I was like, no, we got the pit. We're good.
Maybe that's the part I was remembering. Like, you debating, and I think I maybe lost track of what you actually decided to do.
What? Yeah, I landed on. Fair enough.
So you have Remy there thinking for a moment and going over the moment that's video recorded in his mind and going, what does she mean? Oh. Right. So the day feels like it's done. You've managed to secure the fort one more night. Antasia is preparing something to strengthen the defenses, make sure that it's completely impermeable to any sort of attack or anything like this. I think it's a good moment to take the break. Because when you're...
yeah, honestly. It's like, I don't think we could pick a better moment.
Yeah, because technically I should probably move forward as you all decide to go to bed, so... Alright, so we're going to take the break now. And I just realized that I said potato.
Potato.
I will use my only spell slot left before I go to bed. That is my only spell slot, which is my 4th level spell spot, to find a greater steed.
Ooh.
It's like a...
You had time to think about it?
I mean, I assumed it was just going to be like Magna, but like a buffed version of her with wings or something.
You'd like her to fly?
Or even better, like...
Or just, you know, some enhanced version of her.
It's a fake creature.
Well, the funny thing is, I can actually imagine, like instead of actually, like, flying, it's like, it's, you know, like before Mountain Lion, but then, like, as it angles itself in the air, like, clouds begin to form underneath it, and it's literally running on the air.
That'd be
very Chinese in appearance. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna think about this during the break. So, let's go to the break. See you in 15 minutes. Bye.
Bye.
And we're back. Aw, Fisher's in the bathroom again. Fisher! We need you.
I know.
Music.
His sequence is next.
Hey, don't you know it? Fish is on the toilet.
And it rhymes.
Who's in mod view right now? You can delete the chats. I'm not, and if I go into mod view, I don't think I can see the chat. Or Draken can delete it.
Oh, what did you say is inside of there?
Oh, it did. Oh, it did ban it. The chats just aren't.
Yeah, I banned it. I saw it.
Yeah.
They
Okay,
you know.
Chats, yeah. Okay,
All right. We're back inside. Where's Fisher? Fisher! We need Fisher! All right. Well, hopefully he's going to be back in the next few moments. So you have a little bit of time to kill. Hold on. Why do I have so many... Oh, there he is. Perfect. Where did they all go? Okay. There we go. Alright. So. The fight is done and night is slowly falling. Isalna, Zidra, Antasia, even Orunak, who's been up all day just staring outside in the void of this huge conjured fog of war.
You saw a tree move.
Was I about to say Wog of Far? I feel like that's what I started saying.
Wow.
Who takes the first shift for the night? Antasia, Azidra, and Isalna can all take one, which means some of you need to decide who are you gonna spend the night staring into nothingness with. As you're all there in your tent, wondering who's going to take care of what's outside. Who wants the first shift? Well, Fisher, you don't need to actually...
Yeah, I can do all the shifts?
Yeah, alright. So that's already decided. Which means Jorg, because he's not there, he's been volunteered to make the first shift, so... That's going to give Isalna a chance to have a night of sleep first. Which means who would be the next one to go between Remy and Audience? Who would have the second shift?
I can go second shift.
Second shift would be Audience. Now Remy would be third. And Isalna would take the last one, so night is sorted out. Antasia goes to the center and starts preparing something with her book, but it does feel like she's also sitting down to engage with the exiled. So the main reason why I was hoping that Fisher would come back before too long is because Audience, if I remember correctly, you asked me to take just a little bit more time because you wanted to talk to Fisher before everyone went to sleep. So you join him on top of the tower just before everyone goes to sleep, and you are with Fisher. You're muted. I was wondering why
that would be a problem. All right. So, do you think the assault will happen tomorrow?
Maybe. I don't know. How? I mean, we took care of all their siege equipment, so I don't know how they would.
They still have a lot of men. They may just try and look to overwhelm the fort just with pure numbers.
Yeah. I guess they could.
I've been thinking, kind of trapped here. How far are we willing to go for the situation here? If the fort is overrun, if the walls fall.
I think if that happens, we leave and take it with us.
A definite possibility, but as we know, there are a bunch of wizards and they're tracking us. I don't know if we'll be able to make a clean getaway or be able to.
Can't track a teleport like that.
I don't know.
On Tasia's
The
building
magic.
defenses, teleportation may not work.
Teleporting out may not work.
She is solidifying everything because too many attempts have been
Mhm.
made.
Well, I mean, if we can't teleport out, then
I guess when it comes down to it, my question is: Are we willing to give up everything for this exiled? Are we willing to give up our lives, our cause, everything to make sure that he is protected to our last breath, to our last possible ability? We know that the world is at stake. There are other things
No.
out there.
I mean, if it really comes down to it, I don't think so. It would suck, but there are other things happening.
I thought as you did, but now I am less sure. I believe that he may play an important part in what is to come, and even if it means our lives, even if it means the sacrifice, I do not think we can just abandon him, whether that means all of us hanging on to stay, or perhaps one of us, you or I, holding the line against the enemies as the knight once did for us, and giving the others a chance, maybe just those few seconds that they need to get him somewhere to safety.
I mean, I think if there's, I guess, we should try and get him out. But I mean, if we overrun, I don't know how that happens.
Well, I have some of us have mounts, some of us have ways to escape. Maybe if I can get him on Magna, one of Remy's horses, we can try and use speed to our advantage. But
And these horses are really fast, but you can't create them in a pinch.
no.
And they aren't very hardy.
No. I have Magna though, and if anything, maybe we can put the exiled on Magna and send her out while a few of us or one of us holds the line, gets him to safety. If we can get him out, perhaps we we can teleport.
Yeah, if we get out the.
But that will require us to buy at least a bit of time. You know me. I'll always stand in the line of fire for it to be. But you, who have a son, have a purpose. Will you do the same?
I think I will do everything in my power to try and get it out alive, but I don't think I can lay down my life for it.
I understand. But no, tomorrow there may be choices. Hard choices. Times for... We may not always have time to think. There might be points where reckless action is necessary. And when it comes to those choices, I hope you can make the right ones. Perhaps we will all survive this together.
I'd say I'm pretty confident in our abilities. As long as nobody gets another lucky shot like that friggin' dwarf earlier today.
Of course. Well, think on it.
Any news on your church showing up?
Not that I've heard.
How you doing with that?
You know? Happy they haven't shown up. I'm not sure what they would what I will do in that circumstance.
I think you do. Just glad you don't have to make the decision yet.
Yeah. Well. Thank you for your time, Fisher.
Of course. Go get
Remember.
some sleep.
I will. Remember. Reckless abandon may be the only way out of the...
I think we're pretty decent at thinking on our feet.
Of course. And audience will walk away.
Audience walks away, and you have a brief moment where you just look outside, wondering a bit, it's a bit weird that the audience made that moment, but alright. Then you start hearing a voice in the distance. First it's just a murmur, then it grows stronger and stronger and stronger. Then you recognize the voice of Terranad. It just says, Fisher!
What?
Fisher, what's going on? Your eyes just open up and you were asleep? The heck? That's not supposed to be possible.
Where?
You're on the wall, looking out, but according to what Terranat tells you, you just went unconscious.
Wait, how long was I out?
Well, just enough for me to notice that you weren't listening to what I was saying.
After I talked with the audience?
Well, he's supposed to be the next one for the shift. If that's what you want to. That's what you're asking. Are you alright? It's not a good time to start zoning out.
I think so. Did anything happen? Did I miss anything?
Not much. Fog's still there. You can still hear people walking about. You can hear the occasional because someone tried to touch the barrier. And Tassia, I think she finished the spell that she was trying to do. The whole sort of protective dome flickered in existence and disappeared, and the sound feels muffled from outside, so I don't know what she did, but she reinforced everything. That's good because it's preventing them from coming in, but that's bad because it's preventing us from leaving.
Yeah.
That's what I was asking. Can you check the orb to see if we can actually get out of here?
Yeah, sure. I pull out the orb.
It's yellow.
Alright. So, maybe. Probably with complications.
Oh yeah, that last time was so nice. Still, now you start having daydreams. Well, night dreams. Well, no, that's supposed to be alright. And you're dreaming of brainless?
Wait, are you telling me I didn't just have a conversation with my man?
No, I'm telling you, I was here all along. If you want to talk to him, he's probably about to wake up, take the second shift. You can probably just go talk to him, but no. I was nearly able to completely take over.
You're not yanking my chain right now?
What?
Messing with me.
No. You'd have a mustache if I was messing with you.
Real quick. Check that I don't have a mustache.
Yeah.
Off my very, very shiny bracer.
No, you don't.
Huh. Weird. As soon as audience, or it's time for audience's shift, I'll wake him up.
Audience, middle of the night, you don't know it, and Fisher wakes you up.
Time for my shift.
Yep.
All right. Did you have a good shift? Nothing going on.
Not that. Did we have a conversation about if it was worth it to sacrifice ourselves to protect the exiled?
Not that I can not that I can remember. I don't, you mean like over the last few days or
Like literally not that long ago.
no, I've been asleep.
Have any weird dreams?
Nah, I haven't. I've been for once. No. Why? Did you dream? Are you dreaming about me, Fisher?
I guess so. Taryn had said I fell asleep or spaced out,
Hmm.
which
Maybe ask Tasia.
shouldn't be
She
possible.
last time I fell or last time a god tried to something other tried to talk to me, which could be she said she couldn't sense my mind for a bit. See if maybe she couldn't sense your mind to.
You ever had something try to talk to you as one of us before?
As one of you, no, but I've had many gods try and trick me in my dreams before, both good and bad. Still haven't totally figured it out yet, but yeah. What was the message he was giving you? Whatever was giving you.
Well, it was wanting to know if I thought they were going to assault tomorrow. And if so, and if they broke in, should we sacrifice ourselves, or would we be willing to sacrifice ourselves to try and get the exiled out?
Could be a couple different things. That's a tough one. Could have been just trying to see if we were, or could have been pushing ourselves to sacrifice.
Do you think it was the exiled?
I don't know. It's not out of my realm. I've dreamed, but I don't have enough information to answer.
Yeah.
You've had several types of dreams during the past year. Some dreams were about testing you to see how far you would go if you'd learn the lesson, and things like this. Sometime a god has taken the shape of another one, trying to convince you of something. So they can take many shapes.
Could have been a lesson. Could have been trying to push you into something.
It was definitely
maybe
trying to push me. I was reticent about. I felt that there are bigger things happening, and
my best advice for you is trust yourself. If a divine was pushing you and you don't know its intentions, at the end of the day, trust your gut, because you don't know if it's good or evil. So you'd have to trust yourself in what decision you're going to make. Don't let it influence you.
Fisher from inside of you, your Taryn, I'd say, that doesn't sound like audience. Slap him just to be sure.
I'm not gonna slap him. You're welcome.
Thank you. And if he's saying that doesn't sound like me, he's right. But these past few weeks, months even, started to
You've
see
been
things
making
a
some
little bit
decisions.
differently.
It's good to see.
Anyway.
And I'll raise my hand up and clap him on the back.
I'll clap you on the back. I'll be like, still, if anything, it is going to be a tough day tomorrow. keep our guard about us. We got this, though. And then audience will go on his.
So I am now curious what you do, what you think.
Oh. What I think about if we should sacrifice ourselves?
If worse comes to worse, our orbs are yellow. I don't know if we're going to be able to teleport out with your helm. We take the orbs, we can't take the exiled with us.
Audience stops. That's about it. He's like, if worst comes to worst, I think you and Remy and Jorg should try and take the exiled and leave. I think you're too important, but me, I've put everything, laying down everything on protecting this exile. Every part of me, since I was been young, I've set aside to protect this. I'll look over him. This creature. I don't know if I can give that up. Not for anything.
Make sure it doesn't come to that.
Then audience will go on lunch.
Hey, audience.
Yeah.
No stupid stuff until you know it's... No preemptive sacrifices, right?
Trust me. I'm not gonna throw anyone's life even. I know. Don't forget, I'll also say, we do still have one call if the dragon left.
We do. I keep forgetting, did we ever ring that bell?
No.
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 No. We also technically have the bell, although, as it said, it could take up to 2 days, so it might not help us last minute. But if all else things fails, we'll try and use our fail-safes before any of us throw down our lives.
All right.
Keep wary. If there's God's eyes on you, just be wary.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll go.
All right. Go to your shift.
Yes.
Just because I feel like Remy's been left out a little bit through this, I'm gonna say, Remy, you have also a slightly weirder night than usual, but yours isn't as confusing as Fisher. Mainly because the moment that you start seeing things you've never seen, you know that something's messing with your dream, because that's not how your dream works.
It's like, I definitely don't remember ever seeing a clown on a unicycle. It was always on a bicycle.
And oddly enough, that is a pertinent reaction already.
How? How is the clown on a unicycle or bicycle relevant? I need to know now.
No. I'd say your dream is probably easy to recognize that there's something influencing it. You find yourself, it's... The dream begins probably the same way that every dream begins with you. It's a familiar situation. You are around the campfire. It's one of those nights where you had gone poaching with your comrades, and it was in the beginning. They sort of teased you, and they got you to be the one making the meal, because you're the new one, and you don't know all of their little silly tricks to trick you into being the cook for tonight. So, unfortunately, you made the meal and you found yourself alone after everyone had eaten because you also had to make the dishes. So, you're kind of feeling a little bit sad about this, but also acknowledging that you're the new one. Alright, everyone. And oddly enough, it didn't come with a beating, so I guess that's a good point.
It's a novel concept.
At that time of your life, it actually was. But slowly, the dream starts veering off course. One of the member of your guild comes and sits right in front of you. A halfling, very shy halfling. You barely ever hear him. He's one of the trackers of the group. So usually you only hear of him when he's found the beast and then he just disappears again. Look at you. Well, that was an interesting meal. That conversation never happened. So, Remy, right there, you know something's wrong.
It's a blink, blink.
I mean, I didn't know you could actually cook a chicken like this. That was very innovative. I feel like that's probably something that you learned to do while hiding. Because it always felt like you were placing yourself in front of your back to everyone else and having the fire in front of you as if you were trying to hide the fact that you were cooking something small, but it was bigger, so you looked lost at some point. Anyway, I think I'm diverging a little bit. That was very fascinating. Have you ever read one of those books? He hands you a book. It's a book that usually noble children will read. It's a special kind of book in the sense that it is the equivalent of books where you are the hero. I don't know if you had that personally growing up, but there were books where you would start reading, and at the end of the little paragraph, or sometimes 2 or 3 paragraphs, you'd get a choice. And depending on which choice you would take, it would send you to a different paragraph. They were all numbered. So it was...
Oh yeah, it's similar to a choose your own adventure.
Okay, yeah. In French, it's called Adventure Where You Are the Hero. So it's a book like this.
Sorry, it's just like it just seems like because of the specific ones that I've read, it's like sometimes you're just a teenage boy trapped on an island where there's like a mad scientist and you're just trying to live. But anyway, continue.
Yeah. So those books were really, those that I'm referring to were usually very thick, and it was a long adventure. They could have something like 500 chapters and be sent back and forth through all the story. But he shows you this book. It's very interesting books. Did you know that when they write this, they sometimes have multiple endings? Now that's an interesting concept.
Tilts his head.
Well, I'm saying this because I think you're in one. And right now, I think you're one of those situations. Look at the book. Go at page 402.
He does turn to the page.
Look at what they're saying. The story tells you about this fight, and on that chapter, the fight says that you fail. You were supposed to protect someone, and the enemy comes in and kills it. Oh, that's a bad ending, I think. He sends you to a different page and tells you to read that one. That story is a bit different. It ends with one of the heroes dying. Oh, there's a lot of outcomes that ends like this. It's very difficult to save everyone. It's one of those stories. But there's one that's nice. But it's really hard to get there. But I think you're on your way there. Look at the page 601. The story there says... well, I imagine that you would look. Sorry.
Okay, just like, well, you don't know. I just like, fuck this book. Throws it in the fire.
The story there starts by saying that it was a grueling fight, very difficult, and the enemies had so many bad surprises. A lot of good people were lost, but the heroes succeeded against all odds. Good decisions were taken. Some decisions were not obvious. They felt like wrong decisions, but they were good decisions. And it ended with everyone surviving. And everyone living long, long after. That's my favorite story. Favorite ending also. It's not going to be obvious. But I think that's where you are right now. And then you hear audience's voice. Remy, it's your turn. And you sort of... an audience... You see audiences above you just telling you that it's your time, it's your shift.
Just like blinks, try to like get his bearings back. Looks around.
It's
sighs.
It's the tent. Isalna is sleeping. Audience is there in front of you. The fabric of the tent still has that scent of burned flesh by angelic little being eating people alive.
So, well, back to the old grind.
Back to the old grind.
Remy does look a little bit more surprised than usual. He seemed a little bit more disoriented than usual when he woke up.
It's been a rough couple days. He technically still
at least we have our health.
Yeah. Yep.
So you wake up, you go take your shift. As you're leaving, you see Antasia in front of the exiled. She has a book open and she is writing down things. You can barely hear the exile. He's just whispering things. His posture has changed. He's no longer kneeling with only one knee down. He's sitting down, kneeling, so both knees on the ground, sort of like a Asian type of sitting for monasteries.
Mm-hmm.
So
He does walk over with a bit of curiosity. What you doing?
Antasia looks at you, taking notes. There's so much to learn, so little time. There's going to be so many things happening in the next few hours, I think. And I think he's going to have to leave not long after. Too many people are going to come, no matter how powerful anyone is. There's always a way to beat them. Especially when you've been preparing. There are no enemies more dangerous than someone who has been preparing. And the longer they've been preparing, the worse it is. And some have been preparing for a long time for an opportunity like this.
Raimi just kind of in response to that, looking over to the exiled, is it mostly just incoherent mutterings, basically?
No. He was answering questions about the nature of the shards floating within the realm, telling her about what it actually is and what they imply and why are they seen to be like this. And I'd say for Zachary and not Remy,
Yeah.
it would sort of be like explaining to someone the difference between the code under the OS of a computer. The world that you see, the concept of shards, the elements, that's the user interface. So that's just the surface of the world. And he was explaining to her how it works under, how the coding works. So obviously you couldn't understand anything about the coding because it brings in very, very complex arcana elements and how the world works and all of these mechanisms. It feels like you missed the first 5 class introduction, world 101, 102, 103, 104, and you arrive as he was explaining the end of 105. But you do understand the concept of there's the world that you see, that you've been learning about, and that's just the surface of it. And it even helps you understand what some creatures have said throughout the last year and a half for you. The caretakers, the way that they explain the world. When you think about it, it just makes more sense why they're having so much difficulty explaining it all to you, because they can partially see behind the surface. So they know how it works, and that's where the mysticism in them comes. But for them, it's probably as easy for you as understanding how a clock works. But everyone is stuck looking at the hands of the clock while they are looking at the gears of the clock. That's the conversation that you surprised them into. And it is clear that the exiled know so much more than the caretaker do. So,
Like Raimi thinks on something. It might be something that he'll have to do a little bit later.
okay.
I think what he is going to do, though, especially if things are going to get bad and now he has the time to actually properly do this, he is going to write a coded message.
Okay.
And he'll actually take out of his time to and he will apologize to his familiar for doing this. But he's going to turn his familiar into a bird.
Okay. Okay.
With promise of fish snacks later.
And the good ones, not the bad ones.
But yeah, he's going to write a coded message to the group that had allied themselves with his own group before,
Okay.
with the general theme of the message being basically having a meet.
Okay.
To discuss allyship. Obviously can't really put it exactly in that sense, but and then to make sure like they understand the situation, he's going to make sure that he stamps it, as it were, with the symbol of the three-legged crow.
Okay.
Or the raven. Now I'm doing it.
Damn it! Okay, okay. All right. You give him the letter?
Yeah, just a simple message in that way, but coded so that it's not immediately obvious to.
So essentially, hey, you remember me, Remy, from the three-legged crow? Yeah, I'm here. How about we become friends again? Something like that. Okay.
Like Raimi's on the side of like the more allies they have, the better.
Yeah. All right. You take your spot on one of the tower. You send your little friend. It takes a while. A good hour. Actually, an hour and 15. Just long enough for you to start being worried that maybe didn't go all that well. But after a good hour of waiting, he comes back. And you sort of have a moment of, oh, I think I didn't explain it right. because he wants the treat now. He's accomplished his mission. He wants a treat before giving you the answer. He's got a little piece of rolled up parchment paper in one of his claw. He looks down. He looks at you. He looks down in front of him. He looks at you.
Communicates. Either he can have the lesser quality snacks now or higher quality snack when it's available.
He answers with the idea, with a very interesting idea. It translates in your mind as, this is blackmail. And he slides the letter to you. You even see him squinting like this.
In the way that birds squint.
Yeah, absolutely. He mentally squints. And then Remy, for the first time, learns about the concept. Oh, that's how human anthropomorphize animals. Okay, I get it now. So, you open the letter, and you see 4 symbols. Water, a pile of poo, a high peak, and a sunrise, which translate to, oh shit, hi, yeah, sun up.
Just like processing that one. Just like in which case so I think what he'll do then is actually, is anyone else awake right now?
Fisher, Onak, Antasia, and Azidra. Azidra is finishing her shift. She's gonna be replaced by her mother probably at the same time as you finish yours.
Okay. He's gonna secretly hope that, not secretly, it's like bank on the fact that she knows and can easily communicate what this means.
Okay.
As he's going to Spider-Man down the wall for a moment, and it's like and like run over to her with the message.
She looks at the message for a moment and she looks at you and says, how unimaginative. Why are you showing it to me? Do you want help for that meeting?
It's like he points to his beak and makes a opens it up and makes a gesturing motion, and then points at the still Fisher and points at the sleeping audience. It's like points to his own head, shakes his head.
Okay, so you don't want me to help you. You want me to help them get that meeting.
It's like he's going to point to Fisher and audience again, and he's going to, I don't think he gets it.
All right. So do you want me to explain it to them, or do you want me to go with you because they have too few brain matter that'll help them?
Remy is about to give an answer, pauses. And this is probably for the first time ever. He holds up 2 hands and holds up 1 talon and 2 talons.
So both.
Usually he has to just choose one or the other, but in this case, somebody...
Oh, that's gonna be interesting. Okay. And you sure we can trust them?
It's like, Remy holds talon up.
I don't know much about the guilds of your world, so yeah, okay.
It's like,
So, no, huh? That's
it's like,
about- Yep.
it's like, Remy kind of like a bit of a weird motion. It's like, but like literally like having one hand in his other hand and then shaking itself.
Okay, were you talking about you or them?
It's, wait, she's asking that?
Yeah, she's asking you.
Okay. So, sometimes I have to make sure it's not just you.
No, okay.
It's like, actually holds up 1 and 2 again.
Weird moments in Remy's life.
Again, he really has to emphasize both.
Oh, okay. So
They like. Yeah, sorry, continue.
So, if I understand correctly, you want me to explain everything to your friends and then act as a chaperone throughout this meeting.
I mean, if you have the time.
I mean, we're stuck here for at least another 2 days. Maybe just one if we're lucky, so...
Lucky?
Yeah. I'm honestly not sure what's the fuss about these creatures. I mean, yeah, they know a lot about everything else, but what good is this going to be to us? We understand exactly what we need. Anyways. You get a sense that she's the practical one, and Isalna is the I want to touch everything one.
Well, Remy thinks for a moment, and in at least to the party anyway, in a more like familiar, wizened voice. Just because a newborn cannot see the world, it does not mean that that the world does not have value for it.
I guess. You've known some wise people, feathered friends. There's, you're thinking about this, and I mean, I can't say that she's wrong, but also, I don't think that was a compliment. All right. Well, we're gonna at least let them fully rest, and we're gonna wake up everyone a little bit rude, and let's get this started.
So, Remy gives a talon up and living on the edge, fighting crime, spinning webs. Whee!
All right.
Look, I will take any opportunity I can to pretend that Raimi is Spider-Man or Batman, depending on
As
my
you
mood.
should.
Uh, I feel like
Actually, where's that crossover? Actually, there probably was one at some point, but I can only imagine like a crossover comic between Spider-Man and Batman.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Like one of those rare DC Marvel crossover kind of dealios. But
Yeah,
just like the
those
over
usually.
serious Batman.
Yeah, and the overly cheerful Spider-Man. Yeah, that would be interesting. All right. So, a little bit of time goes by. You finish your night of rest, and you are woken up a good 15 minutes before the sun. And to be honest, at this time of the year, if you go to sleep early enough, when you wake up 8 hours later, sun is not up. So, all right. I can't see. Is audience awake? Yeah. Okay. In the OBS window, your face is too small. I couldn't see if your eyes were open or not. So you are woken up very early. Fisher, you are taken to the tent. Isidra, looking tired. Probably like this.
It's like looks about like this.
All right, you're gonna have to squeeze in Ohunak because it's always good if he knows what's happening. All right, so everyone's there. Antasia is back on the walls. So Zedra looks at all of you and says, "All right, tonight was an eventful night. Well, not for us, but for your little feathered friend. Remy has managed to contact a guild that he believes would make nice allies, and they're supposed to be arriving," she looks outside the tent, "in about half an hour. Obviously, he can't make that deal because conversation will be very awkward. But Remy is convinced that they could be persuaded to be allies out there. Any questions?"
What do they want?
She looks at you, Remy. So, you know that guild? They are poachers of rare animals. So, their goal for being here is to catch one of the rarest creature you can possibly find. However, they're also a very, let's call it, casual friendly guild. The fact that they have even an old ally gives you all the benefit of the doubt, and possibly them willing to forgo catching this creature, especially if it helps them improve their relationship with your guild. Now, there is one factor that you can't vouch for, and what is the current relationship between those two guilds? Last time that you saw them, the relationship was good, but things could have changed. So there is a 1 and 2 on a natural 20 sort of possibilities that this is a trap.
Raimi is going to think for a moment. He's going to first make the shrug motion, but then he's going to take his talons and start scratching his back.
You don't really know?
It's like Raimi nods, but holds up a talon, and then he scratches his back, and then it takes the perfect opportunity to like scratch audience's back.
Oh, if we scratch their back, they'll scratch ours?
Maybe. Shrugs.
Okay. Do we know what Remy's guild is? No, I don't think we do.
Well, you've seen the emblem. He's shown it to you before, and he's left it in a few places. But he's never
That's in a few
talked about it.
places. Put it on your bags.
Yeah.
Although I guess you guys don't know about that one. Shit, you didn't hear that.
I guess I look at Remy. I know he was part. I'll be like, allies? I'll point to them and be like, allies or good relations or...
Raimi nods.
Okay. I can work with that.
True friend stabs you in the front.
Yeah, I can work with that.
True friend stabs you in the front. All right. Well, now that that's settled, they're supposed to be arriving at sunup. So hopefully, this is before all hell breaks loose. So, anyone else has a question? And she looks at you, Fisher.
I don't think so.
She looks at Jorg.
It's like his face looks blanker than normal.
It's
Maybe
too
shakes
early.
his head.
He's still having a really intimate relationship with his special forest blanket.
I don't think Raimi wants to touch that blanket anymore. It's mage hand only, and even then, he might still have his mage hand wash itself.
Also called unsummoning it.
Well, no. It's like even if he summons it again, he needs to make sure that it washes itself before he uses it again.
He's gonna have to find a new scroll and relearn the spell. All right. Well, what resource do you need for that meeting? Are you convinced that it is good enough? Just you meeting them? Or do you want to have us, and she points at her and Isalna, on the front towers when you meet them?
We should definitely keep one of them on the... It might be helpful to have someone in here besides Remy who can understand Thieves' Cant. If any of you could understand Thieves' Cant, in case they're trying to do hidden communications between each other that we would get, Remy would have trouble warning us about.
Raimi's gonna slowly... It's like thinking about it. Oh, got the time. It's like pulls out his book and starts furiously
Casting Rary's
like a ritual casting. Rary's telepathic bond.
Oh, there we go. All right, I think we could probably meet with them. You guys can keep on the wall, because Remy can warn us if they're doing any hidden communications. The telepathic.
Okay. All right.
It would be good to have some people watching the wall.
Okay.
Or just the courtyard, in case there is some trap and they were planning something while they talk to us. Hopefully that won't be the case.
All right. Well, then in that case, Arinak, Antasia, Isalna, and Azidra. take the towers. They're going to be assuring security while this happens. You have a bond with Zedra, and you will all go and greet them as they're entering. Audience. Remy would probably be important. Next to him, Jorg. Behind audience, Fisher. Next to audience. Next to Remy. Behind Remy, I don't know. I'm organizing people in front of their gate right now.
Mm-hmm.
And don't worry, I don't think we're gonna do that negotiation tonight. You all look like you're about to fall asleep, so I just want to know how we're gonna place.
I'm wide awake. What do you mean?
I'm wide awake. I was in the dark. I was falling hard.
I just want to know how you're gonna greet them. Who's gonna be where?
I'll be in front. With
I was be in
audience.
front. Yeah.
All right, so audience, Fisher, and Remy. Oh, too bad Tobiashi's not there, because if you put the T at the end, it's spelled fart.
Dang. Ugh.
All right. Oh no! Take Terry out and put it next to a Remy. It makes fart. We're good.
No, I'm not gonna have Terry out while we talk to the poachers of exotic beings guild.
That's probably a good call. Probably a good call there.
They're gonna be like, "Ooh, what's that?"
We're gonna take that in exchange for you having him.
Yeah.
All right. So, you're prepared to greet them. The time slowly arrives. You see the first ray of light peering from behind the horizon, and Zedra confirms that someone has just arrived at the gate. And so we end tonight's episode as the gate opens up, and I'm gonna place green monsters. Just because the NPCs are green, not because they're monsters. Well, they may end up being monsters, but...
Aren't we all monsters?
Well, you know, for the ant, you're not just a monster, you're a gigantic monster. There's a good reason why crickets stop cricketing when you arrive next to them. Because you're an 80-story high building that actually can move and is bending over to watch them. I think I'd be freaked out if every building in Montreal started doing that as I was walking past them. All right. And we end with you seeing this delegation of 6 members of the snake of the guild, which has for emblem a snake with a noose tail. And you know, the leader of the group just looks at you. Hey, Remy! Kill him! No.
It's like, shit.
Hey, wait a second. He owes me money.
I recognize him now.
$5.
Yeah. With interest. That's how.
All right. So, to let my players go to bed and not fall asleep on stream, because that's always bad. It's funny when one does it, but it's not when all of them do it. So,
I don't know what you're talking about. I could go for 2 or 3 more hours, though actually, no, because I'm a school teacher.
What? Do you mean it's not fun for your student to watch you fall asleep?
It's more that I just don't want to try to teach
I think
mathematics.
it's very fun for them. I think it reflects poorly on him.
It would not look great on my evaluations.
Yeah.
But you'd wake up with a mustache.
I want a mustache.
All right. Campfire. Yeah. All right. So that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for watching. Hope you had a pleasant whatever part it is, wherever you're in the world. And hope you found whatever it was you were looking for. If you want to support us, we've got a multitude of ways. We got Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Patreon, a link below if you want to make donations. Just make sure that if you give something, it's actually something you can give or afford to give. If you want to do something else than that, well, simply spread the word of the channel. It helps. I promise it does. So, yeah, that's about it. If you missed it, there's going to be a rebroadcast of that on Friday. That's the schedule. 7:30. It's 7:30 everywhere at the Dungeons and Dragon. Well, no, not everywhere. 7:30 Western Coast on Wednesdays. 7:30 Eastern Coast time on Friday. So, sorry if you live in between. And in between the two on Thursdays, it's map making time and world building actually right now. So that's the schedule. So that's it. Thank you for being here. Hope to see you again next week. And as always, stay safe and stay healthy. Good night.
Good night.